get pregnant. Yeah, it was a process. It was a deep process, and um, some things happened when I went in for my delivery, and it just was a lot. So, I mean, I could take you to the last week of my pregnancy, and basically, um, I was ready. I was completely ready for her to come out, but it didn't seem like she was ready for, to come out. And I was like, oh my God, what do I have to do to get her out? So at that point, I did everything that the doctor ordered: walk, have sex, everything. So I went through that process, and I went to the doctor, and she was like, "You're 2.5, maybe 3 centimeters." I'm like, ah. So I had her write a prescription for my boyfriend to have sex. So I went to the last appointment. It was a 2.5, 3, and I was like, okay. I think that was Thursday, and then on Friday, that Thursday, I actually went to the a store and had to stand there for like 3 hours. So I'm like, all right, hopefully this will work. And I still was doing walking and sex, and I was actually cleaning in the house. So so that was Thursday. Friday, I was walking around. I went to the mall. I was just doing a lot of stuff. So Friday night, like, I hadn't really had Braxton hits or contractions. So Friday night, I started feeling like cramps, but they were like somewhat consistent. This Friday night, or Friday during the day actually, and I was like, but they weren't, or the time that they required. So I basically went out, did what I had to do, and at night they got more consistent, like every 7, like they were never like every 20 minutes or every 13 minutes. They, like when I first really started feeling them, they were like every 7 minutes, and then that night they went down to every 5 minutes. So that Saturday, the next day, I went to the and I felt some fluid down there, so I went to the labor and delivery, and they basically sent me home and said that I was fine. So that night, oh my God, it was horrible. Well, it was, yeah, like I was still playing cards and hanging with my boyfriend's daughter, and I was pretty much, cooking and stuff, but they were just like every 5 minutes, and they were becoming like more unbearable. So that night I went to the that night I went to the I went to sleep, and I mean, I was timing them that every 5 minutes, every 4 to 5 minutes, I should say. I'm like, so at 5 o'clock that morning, well, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I wanted to wake my boyfriend up, but I was just like, let me not be inconsiderate. So I waited till like 5:30. He woke up, and he was like, you want to go? And I was like, let me call my doctor. I called my doctor, and she called me back, and she was like, it might be time. Like, there's no specific time. Like, it's not like because you were just in here that you have to wait 24 hours. No, she was like, it might be time. So get yourself, showered and everything, and then make your way in here. So that's exactly what I did. And I got there like 9:30, 9:30. And they took me back, and the doctor came in and said, she went, did a little check, and she was like, you have made a lot of progress overnight. And she was like, you're like 5 centimeters. So they put me in so that it could just, it's not to induce, but to assist me in where I, the progress that I had already made. So that I didn't just sit there. So they started me on that. The guy came in like I was in the room for maybe 10 minutes, and he came and gave me my epidural. And I was maybe laying there for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And she came in, and she was like, we're gonna come break your water. So when they came to break, but at that point they had told me that she was a little in distress when after I had contractions. So, but they said, we'll watch it. It's fine. We'll just continue to watch it. So I'm like, okay. So they basically told me when they came in, they was like, "We're gonna break your water." They came in, she went down with the little stick to break my water, and it just popped open like it was, already about to bust by itself. So they was like, that kind of thing, and they was like basically that she had pooped on herself. So I basically had to, with that and with the combination of, um, say hi, everyone. Yeah. That and the combination of her heart, the, I don't remember the name. The fact that she pooped and that she was in distress, they brought me back in for a um, C-section. That went well. They said the incision was fine. They said the incision was fine. It looked good. She was healthy when she came out. And basically, we're here. She made it.